Every day is a story was.
I'm doing so much better. So
All these sports
point
you have to
in
play.
exercise. That was his excuse every time. This is
This is how you like get exercise.
So that's a lot of trauma. Cost a cow. How many plates? So they understood. They shared it. A lot of fraternity sorority.
I felt so. Oh my God, wait,
college. Going to not college. Stop. I'm not losing the word stop. Thank you. 4 or 5 days ago? Okay, so it's about 60% better than the first time. That was, you have to be pat each other's back. Pat each other's back for doing nothing. Nothing I talked about. Nothing. These people are not here. It's not going to be back in my life. Down. Controlling the stream. Got my basic liberations of pain, and I got through it. Now, never complain is always explain. Generally,
any anxiety, sobriety, and your confusion is why I hate any of those words. Alright? So she's a character. I'm going to give her pronouns. She, her. She's a little piece of work. This was literally never identify you. So if you want to identify yourself, it's because you want to have a conversation with your obsession. Realizing literally the same way every time. I'm not losing the diagnosis. So take my glory or initiate this person to diagnose it when they said hell no. Just know when you're ready, I will write your words verbatim. Facial expressions.
Notice how my voice changed? That was trauma that you saw. I made it three-dimensional and also a reminder.
When you are ready to write out the trauma in verbatim and expect to get hit, choked, slapped, stabbed, whatever. So I've been writing about anxiety, sobriety a lot. And here's the color red to put it all away with fire. Why? Because I'm super sensory. And now I get to explain.
So the best thing for the endocrine system is truly to get it out. And this is amazing because I'm not spiraling. There's no auditory, visual, or tactile triggers. So my endocrine system
freaked out on me. And then
emotionally over the top is like board of directors yelling when they took that giant intake of breath. So these are the
Hey everyone, so now that I realize I can post videos on Nextdoor, this has gotten a whole lot easier because writing is not something I'm very good at. In fact, being able to write is the biggest hurdle I've had. And being on the board for over a year now, reason why I'm able to write today, I have to say. Didn't know this was going to happen. No. But they literally let me relive the violence in my home and in my workplace because of the way they respond.
Can't lose the word at. This, that, and the cat.
The questions. And the request to verify everything I'm being told so that I can make a good decision. Anyway, I'll be sharing survivor victim mentality, as well as strategies for chronic pain, nerve radiculopathy, chronic vertigo, other soft tissue issues, and advocating for yourself. Because the two questions I have for the board are that I'm a survivor of violence here in this building. Being able to write is the biggest hurdle I've had. And being on the board for over a year now, didn't know this was going to happen, is literally the reason why I'm able to write today, I have to say. Didn't know this was going to happen, but they literally let me relive the violence in my home and in my workplace because of the way they respond to questions. And the request to verify everything I'm being told so that I can make a good decision. No. I'll be sharing survivor victim mentality, as strategies for chronic pain, nerve radiculopathy, other soft tissue issues, and advocating. Because the two questions I have for the board are: do you want to meet with also, are you doing this on purpose? The fact that I'm a survivor of violence question. So let's revisit all of those things, okay? So let's revisit all of those things, okay?
So I just got done with the board meeting, and now 2 months in a row, no, I did not have any triggers that forced me to stay out 1 night, 2 nights before the board meeting. Use my voice memos to record my voice as I hear the noise that they created by yelling at me and not answering questions and not giving me simple proof of your answers. It's that. So on Nextdoor, lately what I've been writing is just whatever pops out because the practice is just to write, get it out. Coalesce what I'm getting out is the PTSD triggers that I've renamed pictures, touches, sounds, disordered, because it's sensory. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't connect, doesn't fit my reality. So your reality is not my reality. But the issue is honesty, contradictions, and just saying whatever works in the moment. That just doesn't work, because the hard thing is to be truthful. I'll be writing on next anyway. There are a lot more, and everything I post, I share in Twitter Spaces because Nextdoor will remove my post as a record. Whomever is flagging them, that's fine. I don't really see technology in these internet spaces the same way as others because I've actively avoided technology since the beginning. And only one person in my life is the opposite of what that's why they disconnect from education. Individuals who find trauma unbelievable. Reality is not my reality, but the issue is honesty, contradiction, just saying whatever works in the moment. That just doesn't work because the hard thing is to be truly. I'll be writing on next. Not the trauma, the fact that this person could do it, because they're not like that. That's what's most shocking.
You never
how
know if
people
you're
can.
gonna need it. Just like homeless advocacy, they say it. You never know when you're gonna need it. So their rule is just to keep it and hide it from you somewhere. And hide it
So
from
occasionally you'll
yourself
hear a
somewhere.
rhyme. I used
This
to
is an original,
exclusively talk in rhyme.
and I'm ready to throw it
So
away.
when I talk in rhyme,
All right, but it's a
my
great
way of getting
template
it
for
out.
letter
And
writing.
for me to remind
that's
them of-
Eugene Lipoff
Why?
of Global Foundation.
Because of their
Hi.
strategies. They get
So
to
what was all
lie,
that?
use
Seriously,
whatever excuses.
how much time and energy
knowing
I had to
that
spend
normal
talking
people
to
advocate
don't
follow
get
up to say
that
how's
time
everything
back.
going? Because mental
Thanks.
health is
So
the
that's
cue to tell me.
interesting
Because when you
because
check
I
in,
guess I'm
automatic,
really
automatic,
There's an
automatic,
example of
automaticity.
marketing and a message that you believe in,
I think that's the
right?
basis for
So
gaslighting,
what is it
brainwashing,
that represents you?
and how I'm
What
looking at the
brands do you
politics
purchase
going
and
on
why?
and wondering how do people get to a point where, well, they try to overthrow the government and then deny it. Some have taken responsibility for their actions, and because I want to change policy for survivor victims and the way we take on mental health, the one thing this person needs to know is, hey, did you notice how my voice changed? That was trauma that you saw. I made it three-dimensional, and also a reminder, hey, be kind, but also don't mess with survivors. We're in survival mode. Duh. And what do you think all that was that popped out? Their words. So I'm going to use the words that they use to describe themselves. The first one starts with DD and Y. Dunkin' Donuts was the first app that I downloaded. If you know this phrase,
I do believe
and
this
just
project
freaked out on
I
me.
will
And
write it
then
out
you should
verbatim.
the first time I ever heard it. Board of directors. I have one friend that's a little open to those kinds of sexual positions. And I said, well, let me just ask my friend.
So two people having a discussion. I don't understand.
Not that I
that.
just had abuse trauma.
Why do people have conversations in front of someone? Are they not aware of their environment? They're not they much more important. What can I do all day, every day with specific audio triggers that rise up? Change your narrative.
So the best thing for the endocrine system is to get it out. And this is amazing because I'm not spiraling. There's no auditory, visual, or tactile triggers.
Violence in the mind is not inherent. Finally, let's go
Why? Because
and why the
of their
first time I
strategies.
described
They get to lie, use.
Wow, I kept a lot of stuff. So you never know if you're going to need it. Just like homeless advocacy, they say it. You never know when you're going to need it. So their rule is just to keep it and hide it from you somewhere.
Mental health is
And hide it from themselves
check in
somewhere.
automatic.
So this is an original, and I'm ready to throw it away. All right, but it's a great template for letter writing, and that's Eugene Lipoff of Global Foundation. Hi. So what was all that? Seriously, how much time and energy I had to spend talking to you? I can't get that time back. Thanks. So I guess I'm ready to tell you what I learned.
Here's an example of marketing and a message that you believe in, right? So what is it that represents you? What brands do you purchase and why?
Kind, but
Because no way.
don't
And why you gotta make the best choices each and every day.
Survival mode. Duh.
So occasionally you'll hear a rhyme.
That
I used to
found
exclusively
strategy.
talk
There's
in
a
rhyme.
phrase.
So when I talk in rhyme,
I will write it out.
It's my way of getting it out. For me to remind them.
Why? And I have
Why?
Dunkin' Donuts a little
When you use
open
an
to
excuse
those
like that
kinds
and
of
then
sexual positions.
an advocate follows up to say, how's everything going? Because mental health is the cue to tell me,
freaked
oops,
out
check
on
in,
me.
automatic,
And emotion
automatic,
over the top
automatic,
is
that
like the
automaticity.
board of directors yelling when they took that
Automaticity.
giant.
I think that's the
intake of
basis
breath.
for gaslighting,
So these
brainwashing,
are the behaviors that
and
are
how
connected.
I'm looking at the politics going on.
Now that I'm ahead of
and
trauma.
wondering how do people get to a point where,
And identifying
well,
the moment
they try
that
to
truly
overthrow the
caused fear.
government and
I
then
do believe
deny
this
it.
project. Some have taken responsibility for their actions, and because I want to change policy for survivor victims and the way we take
Try
on
and find my
mental
number.
health. The one thing this person needs to know
Right
is,
there,
hey,
there.
did you notice how my voice changed?
The
That was
world
trauma that you saw. I made it
greatest dad.
three-dimensional and also a reminder,
My
hey,
son,
be
made it.
kind,
That's very
but
nice.
also
The best in the world.
don't
Which
mess
means I'm
with
better than just
survivors.
number
We're in
one.
survival.
Well, I don't know how official
What
any
do you
of
think
these
all that was
rankings
that
really
popped
are.
up? Their words. So I'm going to use the words that they use to describe themselves. The first one starts with DD and Y. Dunkin' Donuts was the first app that I downloaded. If you know this phrase, just know I will write it out verbatim the first time I ever heard it because I said, well, what's that? And I have one friend that's a little open to those kinds of sexual positions. And I said, well, let me just ask my friend. So these are the behaviors that are connected. And he freaked out on me. And that emotion over the top is like the board of directors yelling when they took that giant intake of the moments that truly cause fear. I do believe this project will be easier. Thank you.
It's 9 o'clock. Is it just for fun? Because I be growing a mess of cabbage. A mess of cabbage.
Somebody wants a birthday gift. Okay, so I kept this bag, and then the confusion over bags. Like, you're talking right in front of me.
There it is.
Hello, you could talk to me
A mess of
directly.
cabbage.
So two people having a
Mess of
discussion. I don't understand the
cabbage.
bags. I'm
Anyway,
thinking, well, I'm right here.
the last
You just
time
said,
I was
oh,
here,
why do people have
faces
blue and
before
green in front of
polo,
someone?
and I
Are they
thought I
not
would
aware
have
of their
to
environment?
get
Represents
this
the world. Do they
level.
not think that it's important
The
what
body.
they're saying and doing in the
But
moment?
I
and
got
people
there
are
without
watching?
it, and
Or
yet
do you have
I
such a
kind of
sense of
still want to
security that
see
you
it
can just
because
change
I
your
forget that
narrative
it's not 99.
Stabby.
It's
And
So the
90.
best thing for the
Stabs
entire
hard
system
to
is truly to get it out. And this is
Globally.
amazing because I'm not
did not
spiraling.
match.
There's no
Everything is
auditory,
down.
visual, or
Talk to
tactile
them
figure.
about violence and the right to not
Trauma is
carry
so
all
similar to this,
Structure.
and I found that in
Why?
Istanbul, there's right
Because
and
about
because
35
TV is no
minutes.
longer triggering because I've been
Also,
dampening
Tech
it
for
for quite
Good
a
was
while
the
now.
charity.
In bits and pieces, and
Somebody
now
built
more,
everything with technology.
much more.
Because the comfort was
That's
tech,
literally
but
all day,
tech was so
every day,
versatile,
with
and people
specific
made fun of him and
audio
used him
triggers
as
that
video
rise
games.
up.
He had no friends.
It's hard.
And the
It's like
fear
a lot
was
of
being
effort.
eaten
So
alive by
talking
animals.
about
to
tech,
attempt
and the reason
to
why
let
tech
the
is such a
body
thing
know,
is
okay,
because
Your
some
self-awareness.
societies
anymore.
self-awareness. And why
Finally,
the first
let's
time I
go
was
away
describing
back.
chronic pain, I described
Thank
it
you.
through well, that was my
said-
understanding. I said it's
of
like
their
you take my
strategies.
brain
They
off
get to
my
lie,
forehead.
use
Gosh, I must
And then I
whatever
had to learn the words
excuses. I mean, that
Robbie,
normal
Tech
people
question,
won't question when you
putting
use
pills
mental
on
health.
Stabby.
That's
That was me in
interesting because when
shock.
you use an excuse
Really?
like that,
This is how it works?
an
I've been
advocate
very
follows up to
healthy.
say,
My
how's
We
everything
talk
entire
about
going?
life
that's
Because
the thing
mental
they
health
told
is the
us
cue to
to
tell
being
me,
exposed
check
to
in,
the
automatic,
health
automatic,
So that was a good
automaticity.
moment, and
And
I
thank
lived
you
with
to
it
this
now.
Authenticity.
Because it got
I
me
think
out
that's
of
the
the
basis
house.
for
And someone was
gaslighting,
very
brainwashing,
specific about what
and
they
how
said.
I'm looking at
And
the
then
politics
confusion
going
over
on
bags.
and wondering
You're talking right
how
in
do
front of me.
people get to
Hello,
a
you could
point
talk to me
where
directly. So
well,
two
they try to
people having a
overthrow the
discussion. I don't
government and then
understand the
deny
bags.
it.
I'm
Some have
thinking,
taken
well, I'm right
responsibility
here.
for their actions. Mess, because
I'm
survivors,
looking at
we're in
policy,
survival
survivor
mode.
victims.
Yes. The way we
And what do you
think
think
all
all
that
that
was
was
that person
popped
needs
up?
to know is,
Help.
hey,
Their
did you
words.
notice how my
So I'm
voice
gonna use the
words that
they
was
used to
trauma
describe
that you saw. I made it
themselves.
three-dimensional.
The first
and
one
also
starts
a
with
reminder,
D,
hey,
D,
be kind,
and
why, but also Dunkin' Donuts was the first app
Fine,
that
fine,
I
my man.
downloaded. If you know this phrase, just know I will write it out verbatim the first time I ever heard it because I said, well, what's
Greatest
that?
dad.
And I have one friend that's
My
a little
son,
open
made it.
to those kinds
That's
of
very nice.
sexual
The best in
positions.
the
And I said,
world,
well, let me just ask
which
my
means
friend.
I'm better than just number one.
Freaked out
Well, I
on
don't
me.
know how official any of these rankings really are.
The board of directors yelling when they took that giant intake of breath. So these are the behaviors that are connected. Now that I'm ahead of trauma, and identifying the moments that truly cause fear, I do believe this project.
Equilibrium. Like I said, just for fun. Boom. Because I be growing a mess of cabbage. All the green checks be done. Cabbage. Out of my. There it is. A mess of cabbage.
Fear was being eaten alive
Mess
by
of
animals.
cabbage.
This was constant.
Thank you.
Because your
Oh, and I didn't have face before, and I thought I would have to get to this level,
Why? Well, that
for
was my
body.
understanding.
but I got there without it, and yet I kind of still want to see it because I forget that it's not 99, it's 90. I'm so close. Thank you.
When you're stabbed, it's hard to describe.
Right, so everything is down, and I can go back now because of tech. Thanks, tech. To see just how many minutes it took to bring all of that down. And it took about 35 minutes. Also, Tech for Good was the charity. Somebody said, because the conflict was really awful when people keep asking Tech was so geeky and people made fun of him. It was weird because he played video games, he had no friends. His face looked like down. Okay, so talk to him about Tech. And the reason why Tech is such a thing is what are you talking about? That's the thing that you told us to talk to you about because you're comfortable. So that was a weird moment, and I've been living with it, and now it's gone.
Why do people have conversations in front of someone? Are they not aware of their environment? And then the confusion over it's important what you're saying. Like you're talking right in front of me. People are watching. Hello, you could talk to me directly. Do you have such a sense of security that you can just change your narrative on a whim? Anyway, the last time I was here, I purchased a blue and green polo. That represents the world, okay? Because I said worldwide, to get me to really think globally now. Why? Because trauma is a global thing. And I found that in Istanbul, there's rights. The city has given rights to cats. I learned this from a TV show that I'm now going to describe. And because TV is no longer triggering, because I've been dampening it for quite a while now, in bits and pieces, and now much more, repetitively all day, every day, with specific audio triggers that rise up. That's it. All right, it's a first go, which means I'm just trying to talk about this. It's hard, it takes a lot of effort, but you have to attempt it to let the body know, okay, it's not scary anymore. Finally, let's throw away this bag.
And the fear was being eaten alive by animals. Self-awareness. And why the first time I was describing chronic pain, I described it through animals. Why? Well, that was my understanding. I said, it's like the Great Migration across my forehead. And then I had to learn the words throbbing, pinching, poking, stabby. When you're stabbed, it's hard to describe pain. But the doctors took the notation down and literally did not matter. The effort it took to talk to them about violence and then have them not care at all as they push pills on me, that was me in shock. Really? This is how it works? I've been very healthy my entire life until assaulted. So being exposed to the healthcare system seems to have done something to me. And thank you to this company, because it got me out of the house when someone was very specific about what they wanted.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You have my name, obviously. Did I give you my last name? Okay. And we're good?
All right, well, there's his name.
Oh, yep,
I'm
we're
not
good.
sure if
Thanks
I
so
can
much,
see
Mara.
anything
Have a
else,
great day.
except I'm going to have to write it. Whoops, wait a minute. There's his name. I'm not supposed to show you. The first step is to write it and put your faces, and you're going to have to type it and type in just like with a police report when survivor victims of harassment, Do I have to make a police report? And I say, I don't know, I haven't done it. But it's not bad to have a paper trail. You don't know how many times this has happened.
Right there.
Oh,
what is that?
See, if you're willing to take that step.
Remember
And they say, can
these
you be
words
with me? I said, I
easily.
can't be with you in the police
You
interview.
can do it.
I
1,
can
2,
be with
3.
you in the judicial system.
We're gonna get real positive
obviously
because that's the only way I got through this. You see? And people to get moved down. Hi, is this the call center or is this the Wicker Park office? I am leaving a message for Yesenia, the supervising office manager at the Wicker Park office on Milwaukee.
And what message would you like for me to get over to her?
Just let her know that I'm home all day, that my phone is on me, that she'll understand this, that her phone calls are priority because I have a traumatic brain injury, so I tend to lose my stuff all the time if it's not within my eyesight. So if you could sum that up, just say, I will be at my phone all day today. Please call me to follow up our conversation. So,
okay.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry.
You're welcome. No, you're fine. Let me also get your chart pulled up as well. What's your first and last name and date of birth?
Sure. Jamie Tapper, 22582. So we talked on Friday, so I wanted to give it a couple days just in case she was in the middle of something. Or the message could also be, if it's easier, have Luke Williams call me as well. So either one of them, but both of them. I'd like to talk to both, but if she is busy, then that was an option she had given me. But obviously I'd like to talk to her. So,
okay.
yeah.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Give me one moment, okay?
Okay.
Advocate or Aurora Healthcare today. If you would like 4 to 5 question survey, please press 1. Otherwise, we would like to learn more about your experience today with our contact center by taking this satisfied. How satisfied were you with the person? Thank you. On a scale of 1 to 5, where 1 is very unlikely and 5 is very likely. Next question. On a scale of 1 to 5, where 1 is very dissatisfied and 5
There was a special case because I kept thinking, should I go back there and risk this trauma again? It's been a couple more months, but thank God someone called me. Her name was Eileen Johnson. She said it was a special case. Let's start there with the word special.